Whoa, the countdown is already off and I'm not even on. What's going down? Let's change that, shall we? Maybe with this. Hello! There we go. I'm on. This is promising. I'm so glad to see you, Mr. Sebastian. Mr. Yoshi is here. There's Martina vs. Louis is here. That's exciting. That's my mother. We were just chatting on iMessage. That's really cool. And the waves do sound like holidays, don't they? Yes, I totally agree. It's I'm thinking really this game lends itself to just putting a couple of these scenes together, 5, 6, 10, something like that, on a 2-3 minute loop, and then just you know, blend them softly into the next scene and just have that on a loop. That'd be a great channel. I think that'd be really nice. Yoshi, Sebastian, Ascania is here, the Brian is here, aka Zero Calvin, the Sacred Sage. Oh hey, thank you for joining us so early. Did you not have a shift today? That's actually very cool. Very exciting. Nancy's Art is here. Wonderful to see you all. And all aboard the USS Mysterium. Kind of thing. I hope you had a wonderful Sunday so far. Yesterday we managed to get into this age. I'm just loading the thing up here. We managed to get into this age in which... Yes, very good. That was a bit closer. No work for you today. Good stuff. I like it. One man standing. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Let's see then. This here. This is that. That is that. That's not. I'm gone. I'm back. There we go. Good stuff. This I downloaded. This is an early access game, Super Adventure Hand, where you basically play as a walking hand. That could be good. Let's try that. But this is what we're playing today. Myst. The USS Mysterium. Can we hear things? I think we can hear things. So yesterday we managed to get into this age in which we have, in which this rock is, with this boat is inside the rocks. And we managed to retrieve the blue and the red pages, so that's all good. Made with Unreal Engine. Ooh. And that's all awesome, but now I have no idea how to get back. So how do we get back to Myst Island? I have no idea. Ezra Nur Aksan, thank you so much for subscribing. That is so nice of you. Welcome to the stream if you're watching. If not, enjoy the channel. So much to love. The Stone Ship Age, that's the one. I don't really know the right descriptions of it. What was the Swamp Age called again? That had an interesting name. That was probably not, you know, Texas. It was something else. I don't know what it was. I'm glad you know. Channel Wood. Oh, that's what it is. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Which one's later? This one's like 10 seconds later. Yeah, let's load that one. It's the 10 seconds. I've got my special book here. So in case we need to make any notes, I have the book. That greatly helped yesterday, so that's good. Always good to have a book there. Not so much with Firmament, with the latest game. Like here, this is a screensaver. I'm glad it saved the camera position. This is just a screensaver, isn't it? That 5 minutes on a channel, I'd subscribe to that immediately. I'll see if I can do something like that on Restream. I think I do have some allowance that I can put a continuous looping thing out there. Ye oldie fashioned quillant parchment, that's the one. Von Max Mantora, how you doing, buddy? Good evening to you, sir. Or was it good morning? I always forget. You're far away from my time zone. Hey, so this is what I figured out. Oh, no, this is not what I figured out. This is what I'm thinking. This is probably how it's going to work. So we managed to unflood parts of this mysterious little thing here, and I think this, if I go down here, there's currently no light in here, so we're gonna have to endure it in darkness until in a minute. So this is this creepy staircase that goes down, and I think this here will present us with the book that lets us travel back to Myst Island, but currently it's unpowered, so no matter what I try here, this ain't gonna work. So there is another thing in another underground tunnel that gets us to something like a large stone plate that has a compass symbol in the middle. And I think since we have another object in here that is compass related, which is up here on these little wooden planky walkway things here. If we go all the way to the top here, there's this telescope, and if I go and click on it, I can go and point it into a pertinent direction. So I wonder if we need to just find something of value, of importance here. Perhaps not that, but something else. I'm thinking maybe in regards to, it could be this. I really don't know at this point. But let's say the lighthouse, just as a curiosity thing here. Let's say it's the lighthouse, and it's somewhere between 50 and 60 degrees. I wonder if we just look at that, and then we go down and press the corresponding button in the compass direction. Might that be something that sounds correct? I mean, if I go and just draw this out quickly here, if we had a 360 degree circle, then we have 0 and 360 at the top, 180 at the bottom, and we kind of have 90 on the right, and then we have 270 on the left. And if we're thinking kind of between 50 and 60, I'm thinking that's got to be, I don't know how many pins there are in this wheel, but I'm thinking it's like, you know, one or so away from the 90 degree thing. I'm thinking that's probably what we may need to do, but I will need your help on this because I have no idea if this is in fact correct. But you know, we can always try it out. So I think to make that work, I have to first make sure that this isn't flooded anymore. I think I have to go and press this lever, I think. And if any of you have any experience with this, do let me know if this is in fact vaguely correct. I'm going to put this here. That now changes what part is flooded. So this is now flooded, and this is now not flooded. But the problem is, of course, it's also dark. So the other thing we can do, I don't know if we have to do that, but I think what might be good for us is if we have a look at the top of the tower here, and then go and spin this little puppy here. That will power things up for a little while, but not for too long. So this thing goes down bit by bit, but we have, you know, a couple of minutes or so until that happens. So let's go do this one more time, and that will generate some light in that tunnel that's now no longer flooded. So it is, isn't it? And you know, to be honest, Max, and thank you for subscribing for such a long time. 20 months is crazy long. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here still. That's really nice. Look, this is all wet. This is all done in Unreal Engine 4, by the way. Yeah, so eventually this light's gonna just run out. If we go down here, this is that room that we can go into. This is a bedroom of one of the brothers that lived here, and we plundered those already. If I go into here, this is that mysterious compass thing I was talking about. So if this here, this crown bit, if that is in fact the top, then this position here, what I'm pointing at now, that would be 90 degrees, right? And then we have, what have we got in between here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knobs in between. So if we're kind of between 50 and 60, then that would be maybe this here. Could that be it? If it is indeed the lighthouse, then either this or that, probably this actually, might be the same direction, but I don't know if that's the case. It can't be healthy. No, I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they do that. I've noticed that as well, that this is this fade out for a second and then fade in again. Like that. That wasn't good. So I suppose now we've lost power. I don't know if we can still press it here. No. Gotcha. So I think the the puzzle then is the power needs to be on for me to be able to press this. But I'm thinking that might be something to try. So I do remember in the Unity version, they did actually give us a flashlight. I don't know if we had that in the point-and-click version, but in the Unity version we did have a flashlight. I can't seem to find it here. So I don't know if it's an original feature or if they've done it because the lighting in the Unity version was so bad. This is beautiful. I mean, look at the water. It's very cool. One day I want to have a word with Eric. He's the Unreal Engine guy, that a technical kind of director, I suppose you call him, at Cyan. And he's in charge of making all these tools happen, and you know, very, very cool videos that they have on their channel as deep dives. They made them originally for Bacchus, for Firmament, to give you a little peek as to how they're building levels, just in principle, as well as some details. Like this one. This is a bit weird, right? Why does it fade out to black here? Yeah, just very, not only entertaining, but also very insightful. It's a very high-level overview of how they make games. Very nice. There's some nice concept videos out there as well, how they conceptualize scenes, and that is a much more involved process than I always thought it was. It's been... So the guy, I forgot his name, he works with Photoshop mainly as his kind of drawing tool, but then he goes and pulls assets into, I think it was Cinema 4D. I can't tell if this was a good idea now or not. Was this the right button to press? I mean, all I can tell is that the lights have gone out again, so I don't know if that fills me with confidence here. I'm kind of hoping that next time I do it, something would happen that would let us know, did we do the right thing here? Because while the power is on, this is the only thing on the map that actually blinks, I think. So I'm a little lost on this. Hey Deviant, how's it going, buddy? It's the klaxon again. I don't know. So if I leave it at exactly this position, let me show you what happens if I go back and just flick on the light again. This very much reminds me of the Firmament puzzle design. Go back and forth, back and forth. Okay. You gotta turn it 3 times. Then you gotta be quick. This was quite a faff to get up here, but that was a nice puzzle as well, I have to say. I enjoyed that. Lots of Quixel assets. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that they were talking about. The way you can bring in several types of assets and then make them look pretty much as if they're using a similar-ish material. So yeah, this is the only thing that's blinking, so that's why I'm thinking maybe that is a good thing to focus on. But I don't know if there's anything else blinking that we could point this at. Aside from that rock that was kind of pointing out at us. Yeah, I don't know. This sounds like the one thing I should be pointing at, right? I don't know. GPT for all. No, I don't know what that is. That sounds like... No, I don't know what that is. Brian, do you remember how we solved this? I mean, clearly what I tried there a second ago, that wasn't really working. I could point it at a different stone here, perhaps at the one at 270 degrees. Like, well, 260, this one here. I also don't really remember if this has got something to do with the randomization here. I mean, they've got to give us some kind of clue as to what I need to point this at. or which button on this other thing to press. At the ship, maybe? That's another possibility. Point this at the ship. Possibly. Okay. Yes, that makes sense. But definitely focusing... Dang. Definitely focusing on the lighthouse, right? Let me try that again. I don't even know if this needs to point there or if this just gives us the location of the type of button. Let me try that again a couple of times then. That's not a bad call, Brian. Thanks, I appreciate that. It does take multiple brains to solve games like this. And I gotta tell you, there's more ages that we have things to figure out in. So, let's go give this some power here. Can you imagine this as multiplayer? And then just tell your buddy over Discord, okay, can you power up that machine again? Okay, fine. I'll try that button again. I missed multiplayer. I can see it now. Yoshi, I gotta say, it's fun, to say the least. It's fun. It's also very addictive. But it's also very much something, when you've played with it a bit, it loses its fascination. It's a bit like a new toy, you know? You play with a new toy, you go, oh, that's exciting. So we tried the black thing here. This one here, the yellow, that would be exactly 90. So that's not enough. So I'm gonna go and use the one next to it here. Beacon! Solved the compass puzzle. No klaxon, mind you, but a big blue light. You can barely imagine as one player. Whoa, that is cool. Hey, that is awesome. Time to celebrate. I bet we can go into this basement thing now and then go travel back to Mist Island. Oh, how exciting. This is where tips like Brian's just now are really helpful, because often you don't know, well, I've tried it, it didn't work, maybe I'll have to think of something else. Little did we know, I know you were on the right track, you just have to press one button to the left or right of it. Dang! Oh man, I hate to say it, but these science puzzles start making sense to me. What does that say about my brain? Is it forever broken now? And save, that's a good idea. That is a great idea. Let's go save it. Save. Also save over that. Yes, all good. Okay, so then ideally we go back in here. That took a while to figure that one out. The first time I played the Unity version. And we now have beautiful illumination down here. All right. Very cool. Makes you wonder, is this the lighthouse here in the distance? It's difficult to say, of course. I wonder if that's the light. And this here, is that going to go give us the Book of Dreams here? Yes. Look at that. It's the book. Well, I'm hoping it brings us back to Mist Island. I might be completely wrong about this. I had assumed there was something in here, like a secret door that we just couldn't see because of the illumination, but I was wrong. Sweetness! Maybe we should play all the Cyan games. We should play Abduction again. That's the first one that I really played and comprehended in the way. Stone Ship! Found a way back from Stone Ship. All right, good stuff. Do you know, just as far, one man, as to say, I think if I were to buy something, then it'll probably be the Valve Index. Even though it's a few years old, I think that makes the most sense to me right now. There is a big event coming up this week, of course, at the Apple campus, which is the WWDC, Worldwide Developer Conference. Ooh. And rumor has it that Apple are going to release a VR headset as well. For other rumor has it, $3,000 or more. So third rumor has it, it's not really meant for consumers at this point, but more for developers. So I think I'd like to see where that's going before I make any rash decisions, if I'm going to buy one at all. Whew. Let's just take a breather and, take a breather and see what else is happening. Marek Papik, thank you, Mark Papik, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream if you're watching. Okay, so GPT-4All uses the Meta Lambda network as a basic training, can then be fine-tuned. Thinking of using it, using the GPT-4All in the company. Okay, interesting. So many good AI things happening. Sage was kind enough to send me a voice sample of that 11 system that he discovered, and that sounds pretty insanely good, I have to say. That sounds very, very good. The clock tower opened the tech age, didn't it? So we have that to do, the tech age, and then we've done this. That opens up the rocket ship up here. So those are the two choices, I think. We can do the rocket ship, or we can do tech age. Sorry, this. I think we've got solved that as well. This here is the tech age thing. I do remember that was fairly short, but also ever so slightly mind-blowing. So, votes please, my friends. Shall we go here, or shall we fly the rocket ship that is kind of, we can't see that, it's over here. Any suggestions? Welcome. 11 laps, that's the one. Yes, that's the one, 11 laps. And I think it's in beta at the moment as well, but per character charge isn't bad. Mechanical age. Yoshi says rocket ship. Oh, why, Bart? Why? I know. Dang, I can't decide. We have one vote for either one of them. Let me go and I'll put out a proper vote. Let's see if I can do that. Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Yes, let's flip a coin. Where shall we go next? Travel the rocket ship. Or what did you say, the mechanical age? I mean, they're both interesting, so I'll let you battle it out while I show you something that's much prettier than that. A proper screensaver thing on the other side. This is always nice. I like doing these little polls here. That's very, that's very cool. They both look very cool. They both look pretty. They both look very pretty. This is a nice little view here as well. Looks like Spokane. Oh, 62% like to travel the rocket ship. So I got to tell you a little thing about, before we make any hasty decisions here, before you vote, let me just say what I think is going to happen. The mechanical age, we travel and we're in a new world and it's all good. Whereas the rocket ship, I think, gets us to a point in which we need to solve a maze of underground kind of travel thing, and that then gets us to another age. I think that's how it works. So yeah. What, just wanted to throw that in there. We should do the rocket thing. Magic 8 Ball, I should enable that. That'd be good. You may have to, I think it's exclamation mark 8 Ball, and then you have to ask a question. I think that's how it works. To Selenitic age. Selenitic age. Oops. Is that the one that's extremely misty? That I need a lot of help with. That I need a lot of help with. Please stay around. I think 8 volts. I think we've had it. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what the 8 Ball says. 8 Ball, come on, make a decision, man. 8 Ball. 8 Ball, goddammit. 8 Ball is totally not doing it. Oh, you got a surprising commercial too. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. I suppose, Nancy and Sage, the only way around the commercials is 8-Ball says the future is broken. We travel the rocket ship. That's what the vote says. Let's go do that. Let's travel the rocket ship and see what happens. I gotta tell you, what I find a little bit sad with YouTube is that if you're a member of my channel, they should really remove ads, and they don't do that. I find that a little bit sad. If there is one feature that I wish we could add to YouTube, then it is that members, at least to my channel, do not see ads. Oh, this is where that goes. Ooh, ah. So we're going straight there, one man, you think? When does this underground puzzle happen then? Does that happen at the end of this? Possible. 8-Ball says no. Hey, did you see this Humble Bundle that is out at the moment, that you can buy the Moho version for about 25-30 bucks with content? That is a cool app. I bought that. That's really nice. I used to have it when it was Anime Studio 8. It lets you do 2D animations with all kinds of bounce effects, and it's a nice tool to have. It's a nice tool to have to do 2D animation. I often wanted a more up-to-date version, but I could never really justify the expense, and now for 30 bucks, that was actually a no-brainer. Also, the thumbnail for this episode was correct. This is what my thumbnail looked like. Look at the fog. Every time I see visuals like that, I'm thinking, was Unreal Engine 5 really necessary? I can see why a lot of people are still working with 4. And they've made some changes in 5 that I wish I didn't make. Like, you know, landscape tessellation was one of them. That was pretty sad. So it's nothing stopping you from still working in 4, because I see visuals all the time that I'm thinking, wow. Even Redfall, you know, just released, that was made in 4. They haven't made that in 5, but that's of course because they started developing it many years ago. This is so foggy, man. Possible, yes. What little profits they have, yes. We must understand that they too are in a cash crunch, of course. Channel pulled. Oops, did I say something wrong? Yes, Google Bard. That's another one that's out there. That's a symbol for fog, is it, Brian? Opera, how's that working for you? I think I tried it once on a laptop that I no longer had. I didn't even know they made that still. I think they've branded it as a browser for gamers. This thing's bust, isn't it? Man, I wish I had remembered what time it says on the clock tower. Was it 10:05? You know, it could have been. Is that a clock? I mean, a time that it wants to be like 2 o'clock? Does it want to be 2 o'clock? Because certainly it isn't right now. Also, must press button. Always must press. Ah, there we go. I think it's trying to move to 6:66 o'clock. Do you know people like the people that make ads? Oh yeah, the pendulum is broken, isn't it? Dang. If only I had inventory, I could carry tools and repair it, but alas, it is not to be. You know, the people that make the ads, they are aware of ad circumvention, and of course they're trying hard to circumvent the circumvention. So I think the only safe way to get rid of ads on YouTube is to pay for YouTube Premium. And that is something I gotta say, as somebody who watches a lot of YouTube educational videos. Ooh, red page. All right. I have never regretted that purchase. No ads ever. Including not just the pre-roll, mid-roll ads, it's also the ads that you get displayed all over YouTube. That isn't there. So, satellite dish receiver thing points at massive tower in the middle type thing and makes interesting noise. Also notice we have crystals everywhere. I wonder if it actually records the sound of the crystal with this here microphone. It goes with some magic wireless thing, puts it on there and goes and sends it to the tower. Is that what happens here? Oh, that is nice. And I know you do, so thank you. Thank you for doing that, Sage. Yes, it's one of those things. I think if you make over $15 in ad revenue on YouTube, if actually you make YouTube any cash at all, I think they should give you YouTube Premium for free. I mean, if you do make more than $15, it's an easy reinvest, I think. If you do a lot of YouTube watching, it does actually make sense to do that. Because you also get YouTube Music included, which is basically my Spotify subscription. I don't have that anymore. And this guy, what's he recording? He's recording the waves, I guess. It's very difficult to make notes with this, isn't it? Oh, look at that, we can go downstairs. Ooh, should we? Should we? Is that wise? Lever. Must pull lever. Oh, that was... Bats! You know, that's the big problem, isn't it, in our shove adverts down throat society, that untargeted ads are basically the worst spam that you can ever have, really. Another lever. Does that make the bats come back? Let's leave it on, shall we? I think targeted ads, they at least have a little bit of value, because every once in a while they may suggest a product to me that I'm genuinely interested in. But like traditional TV, they just can't deliver that. They can just say, well, the majority of the audience between 6 and 8 in the evening is people who might buy a car. We happen to sell cars, which makes us very rich, so let's put car adverts on there, and supermarket adverts. What am I going to do with this? That's underwater, man. I have no idea what that... Oh, is that broken? Oh, I remember. Do we have to go and find this? Like line this up or something? Like that? That's what we need to do, right? So this is looking at the crystals, and it also has the crystal symbol on there. That is awesome. I'm not entirely sure what that black line means. I have no idea. But that would make sense, wouldn't it? If then the other thing that we had was this here. That's certainly not pointing at anything sensible right now, so... Will we be able to... Are these the waves? Hard to say. Mr. Chris, how's it going? Mr. Chris, what's happening? Oh my god, Sage, that is crazy. That's not what we mean by targeted ads. That is not what we mean. How about the clock thing? Clock, I mean, as broken as it is that the clock? That's not the clock, is it? Let's see. So we can find something resembling the clock. That's not it. I'm so glad that after all these years of nobody living here, and you know, the rust and the decay, these wireless cameras, they're still in tip-top condition. I've got to say, that is good. This is, no, those are the other things. How about this? Clockage. Ahoy! Welcome aboard, Chris, the USS Mysterium. Where it's all a little bit mysterious here. Hey, this is awesome. So now we need to just figure out what the raindrops and the steaming chasm thing is. Also, what's with this button? What does that do? Oh man, that isn't good. I wish I hadn't pressed that. Oh, that just steps through the bits and pieces. Okay, good. Let's go and not press that. Stop it. So don't do that. Dude. Oh, I can just go and press this, I guess. No, I can't do that. There, yes, good stuff. Well, let's see if we can find the other two things here. There's something over here that'll be interesting to see. And that might have been the waves over there. Beautiful visuals. Very cool. Ay caramba. Who switched the light off? Oh, nobody. Okay, that's okay then. Just checking. So mysterious. So the next game we're playing then is definitely Firmament, which funny enough came out after this one. Oh, there's also, I may have bought Serious Sam 4 because I was interested in seeing what the same writers of the Talos Principle have done in the meantime. They made Serious Sam 4. On the PlayStation I bought that because it happens to be on sale right now. Ah, ooh. Oh, so that's going to be the chasm thing here, with wind popping up. Is that right? Why would they do that? Why put whole screens in there? What's happening then? Depending on the spin frequency, you can see a picture, or how do they do that? That's crazy. Why would they do that? I think sometimes it's just proof of concept, isn't it? Dude, we can make this fan spin at 2,000 rotations per second and feed it a 60 frame a second LCD picture at the same time. Watch. Yeah, it's spinning so fast I can't see the picture. Not the point, dude. You're not getting the point. True, I'm not getting that. Plus, my full solid aluminium case with no windows isn't appreciating any inside LEDs at all. As I keep telling my RTX 3090 with Zotac Fire, they haven't got a clue enabled. Do you want the LEDs to spin and blink or make a pattern? I'm okay actually, thanks. Shall we save that 0.001 watt and invest it into generating less heat? And give my poor power supply a chance? Ooh, blue page. So this then here is water droplet thing. And I'm glad they're picking up these noises here. Coming up with that concept is just so cool. Oh, it just floats. Okay. Oh, nice. Must buy immediately. You find the cool things. You find the coolest things, Deviant. That is very cool. Okay. Hey, this is nice. I'm really glad we're taking this for a stroll. This is wonderful. Last time I played this was on the Lunar version. Oh, and there's a rocket ship. Do you think we're getting back with it? We could travel back to Mr. Island with it. I didn't even think about this. We could just go back if we wanted to. This is a beautiful shot. That goes in the clip show for sure. That goes in the clip show. And yeah, because we have this to deal with a little bit later. Was it this way? Yeah. I have a feeling it wasn't. Well, it was. Good stuff. Whoa, no, that wasn't it. Oh, this was it. Perfect. Sometimes the engineering team hasn't quite repaired stuff. Other things are still very much intact. I like that. I like that. Hi, my name is Deviant and I'm a tech addict. Hey, there's worse addictions to have. There's worse habits to have. It's totally good. All good. Okay, so and this here. Let's see if we can find the right thing. So I'm looking for these black discs, right? Like these things here. That's not it, of course. That's not it either. But I think it's kind of, this is a rocket ship, so it's got to be kind of right of that. In the fog here somewhere. So like this one here. Yeah, perfect reception, Dad. Pricier than crack cocaine though. Sage, not sure. Sometimes there's some really cool things out there, I gotta say, like these little, I don't think I have one here right now, but these small keyboards and mouse integrated units for 20 bucks that look a bit the size of a gamepad but extremely thin. Ponybro make them, is one of the companies that make them. And they're just so handy for armchair surfing and starting things. That's not it, is it? No, that's not it. I wonder what these black lines are here. I still haven't worked that out. That's the clock. So then this is the next one coming up. That's got to be the chasm thing, like this one here. That's air stuff. Now, slightly further over here, we should see water stuffs. Is that water? I can't tell. It might not be. Is there water anywhere? Because this is then the crystals here. Yeah, that's the crystal, so that's too far. It's got to be the other one, I think. It's certainly the same sales mechanism is at work, isn't it? They get you addicted to stuff. So, clock. Don't know what that is. That's that. That's the wind. Crystal. Water. Oh, does it show me a sequence? Is that what it's doing? So it's saying clock, nothing. So I've got to figure something out. Then it's that. Then it's that. Then it's that. Then it's that. I'm not sure if this is correct. So the first one is definitely clock. Then it shows me there's something missing. Then it's chasm. Wind. Crystal. And potentially water. Yeah, I think water isn't quite correct, is it? Could that be here somewhere? It's in the bushes, isn't it? Yeah, here. That's where water is, completely in the bushes, completely hidden. Dang! Oh really? 24 pensata out? That's nice. Do you know, they really get their acts together with making cases that actually accommodate all these new hardware requirements, like, you know, GPUs with 4,000 watt inputs. Leave some for the CPU, do you? So we have clock, we have water hidden. Oh, it's hidden. Right, gotcha. this might be correct, right? It is when I press this button, it is showing me the sequence. So like clock, water, it's not showing me. Then it's that, and that. That's got to be that, isn't it? Because I just can't see it. I'm wondering. That is that sequence, isn't it? I'm so totally making a note of this. J notes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We start with clock, followed by water. So we have clock, water, stream. We're hoping. I'm calling that the stream. Followed by, what is that? Wind, maybe? Wind and then crystals. Wind and then crystals. I'm thinking that, I'm not entirely sure about the thing I can't see. I don't know if that is correct or... Now we have it. So it's clock, water, stream, puff of whatever, and crystals. Great! Well, I have a feeling that sequence is going to be necessary for some other thing. Really? What power supply is in that? Deviant, that is interesting. I tell you, wireless power, that is what we need. Wireless power, you just have random boxes sitting on a shelf and they're all somehow getting wirelessly powered and it's all good. And us humans, we don't really worry about electro-smog and noise pollution. That's all totally fine. What do you think a wireless charger does to your brainwaves? Can't be healthy, can it? Ah, yes. What am I supposed to do with that? Chi, yes. That's the one. Just put chi chargers in the walls. That'd be good. And then if you enter into a room with a wireless chargeable device, it'll just get charged. You don't have to put it on a plate. You just, it's all around you all the time. Eventually we have it citywide. Everyone will have power all the time. So what's that? Brain cancer? Dang. Didn't see that coming at all. Brian, what we're going to do here, this looks complicated and technical. And it appears there's things missing here as well. Oh, I think... I'm gonna work out this. Should I have made a note of where these things are on the button thing, so that I basically go and make sure each associated button has the correct noise on it, and that'll then open up, I suppose, this door here. Let's do that. I think my list is only semi helpful. So I just got to do it by the noises then. Oh, in the same order that they played back. Gotcha. Also, so the order, so the having made notes of the order, that is actually correct, is it? I don't need to put them in the same order as no. That makes more sense actually. What you're saying, Brian. Let's do that. So like the first one is the clock. So I'll have to make sure I dial in the clock noise on here, right? Oops. There's lots of other funky noises here that I don't recall. I don't recall that. That could be the clock. That could be the clock. Then the second one was supposed to be water. Oop, there it was. That's water. Then the third one is the stream. It's got to be this one here then. That's the... No, that's the wind, isn't it? I do remember the crystals, but I don't remember the... what the difference between the wind and the stream noise is, so we may have to check that out again. Let's put the crystals on here. Those were the crystals, and I don't recall what these other two things sounded like. Let's see. Just a quick trip through the not through this. through this, yeah. Man, scary puzzles. Match sound with location. So this is that. So that's the wind. What did the stream sound like then? If that is in fact correct. Oh, it's not stream, it's in fact it's lava, isn't it? I think that's probably a better description for that. So that sounds like that. This sounds like that. That sounds like that. This sounds like that. So this is more like a... Whereas this one is more like a... They do sound very similar. I'm not sure if this one's lined up properly here. There it is. Stream is lava flow. Great. Good. Thanks. So that frequency type thing, that's the wind, and then this here is more like that. Okay, cool. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. It's nice. It's a nice solvable puzzle. Looking at you, Riven. Riven was a bit crazy. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done with the world. Alright, over here. What's in stock for this coming week for you guys? Anything exciting happening in your lives? Julie and I will go back to the dentist, both on Tuesday and on Thursday. I'm getting my second crown at the top left here. I'm getting the correct crown on the bottom right that is currently temporary. Placed in. Got a filling last time. Man, it's just... what's going on, huh? So lava is the third one. That is actually correct. That is lava. This one is wind. Actually, this is all correct. How exciting. Press the button and be done with it. Was that it? It is not happy. Why is it not happy? Should I have pressed the other button? Clock, water, lava, wind, crystals. No, hang on a minute. This should be crystals here. That's not the right. That's crystals. This should be. Aha! Crystal is wrong indeed. Look at that creepy room. I wish I didn't have to go. It's a very nice foggy age here with meteorites and stuff. This is nice. Surviving for Sage. Gout. Oh dear. Dentist Tuesday. Nice. Job application got police record tomorrow. My goodness, you have an exciting life. Tell me more about the police record on the gout. That is uncool. That is totally uncool. And dentist on Tuesday. Hey, that's cool. I'll be accompanying Julia to the dentist on Tuesday. She's got a regular cleaning, but I'll come with her. So we'll all be at the dentist. And then my friend Ray in Brighton and I, we're going to have another dentist thing on Thursday. So very cool. Yeah, that sounds like a fun-packed week. Almost like an Aurora Borealis, isn't it? I think, didn't we have those in Abduction? I think we had that in Abduction. Like, ooh, this is nice. Full volumetric lighting and all. That is another nice screensaver here. Yes, I think in Abduction we had some really funky visual effects. Very cool. Gout. Dang. Is that something genetic? How do you get gout? More to the point, how do you get rid of gout? That would be more important. Oh, okay. That's uncool. Is that, I don't quite remember, but is it like arthritis just at a younger age? Is that how it works? Because arthritis is usually the thing that happens as a like in later ages. Oh, change what you eat type thing. Okay. Okay. Is that the thing in the joints, or am I mixing that up? This is nice. This is going to be the stream from now on. This is it. Crystallizes in the joints, right? Oh god, that's not cool. That is not cool, man. Gotcha. No sake, dang. Well, let's see what's behind mystery door number 1, shall we? It being the only door that we can go through. Ah, man, it closed. Stay away from everything, yeah. Do you remember that 80s song by Joe Jackson? Cancer? And the lyrics are, everything gives you cancer. There's no cure, there's no answer. Everything gives you cancer. That's, you know, pretty correct. Red meat, fried foods, oil, any soda, no pasta. Well, cut out everything and you'll be alright. Except you won't survive, but that's, you know, small price to pay to get gout under control, huh? Crazy. Oh, blueberries, that's something to look into. Man, Sage, I'm sorry, I didn't know you had that. That is... Those types of conditions are really... not fun. Hey, where have I seen this before? This is like a smaller version of what they had in Riven, isn't it? Riven had something like this. But this here wasn't... This looks like a... It almost looks like a U-boat here, mini U-boat. In Riven they just had a massive central place at the top there. It looked like a control office, and the ring thing was much, much larger. Whoa. This is exciting. Gotta appreciate some of the architecture here. This is how we get out. Matthew! Glad I could join. Glad you could join, indeed. Oh, and cherries are good too. I wonder what's so special about blueberries and cherries then. That is interesting. Why do they help against gout? Interesting. Oh my goodness, Matthew's leaving in 3 days. Dang! How long are you leaving for? Glad you caught the stream then. How long are you leaving for, and where to? Is it something to do with a long ship journey? Welcome ahoy and aboard the USS Mysterium, by the way. I think we're gonna go enter into a bit of a crazy puzzle here, for which I believe I need a new page. This is badness, I tell you, this is badness. Six months! Hudson Bay and back in December. Do you know how far away that is? This is going very far underground, this. Not a U-boat then, as much as... How do we don't do this with the controller, I guess. Because if we were to try, we're gonna go insane. Yes. This here, I have a feeling, requires a bit of a map to be drawn. Matthew loves the sea. Wow. This one looks like it's the only sensible thing forward, so I think we're going to go with that. To the north, Alice. How am I going to make that map? Man, I need a bigger page of paper here, I think. This is going to be tricky, because no one can tell me which direction this is going in. So I might just have to redraw this several times. So we go and put a big start at the bottom here, and then we go north, I take it. See where it takes us. And then it just stops. Good. Where do we go from here? What's the lion diet? That sounds interesting. Wow. I'm looking forward to all your stories, Matthew. It's just funky that you undertake these ventures. That's just such a cool life. I know it's also very lonely and very weird and strange when you're in there, but it's just, I think that's just cool. It's like going to the moon, you know, as a research trip, and then going back. Oh, look at that west. Sounds like there's something there for us. And then we go north and east, of course. So let's try west. So let's do that. West it is. See if we can get through here. No, I can imagine. Ding! Oh, ding is good. What does ding mean? Ding is kind of cool. What does that mean though? Is ding a dead end? Nope, certainly isn't a dead end, because ding is just, you know, ding. So we have the north. Naturally we have east, because that's where we came from. And we have nothing to the south. And will you have the occasional internet connection on your trip as well, like last time? Let's go north, see where that takes us. Landlubbing. I like it, yes. Oh, and then we stop here, do we? That is interesting. So I take it we can go further north, but we got they park us at some intersections here. That's quite nice. This is quite relaxing, I have to say. And east. Okay, so east we can go. East and north. Why say let's go, let's try east, see what happens there. Oh, okay, yes, I get you, I get you. I have a feeling we can go further east, but I bet we can't go south. I'm thinking, because that kind of gets us back to the previous point. Yes, and clearly we couldn't go there, so haha. West, on the other hand, yes, we came from there. And they had to throw 8 directions there. It's not enough for this to be 4 directions. There had to be 8 directions as well. And up and down, because, you know, that's just how we roll. Let's go further east, see what happens. I wonder if there's something with the ding and the clonk. So far we've only had one ding, and thankfully I've made a note of that. That note may have been incorrect, but just like the compass rose, indeed, yes. Oh, you've had dreams at night, always at sea. How interesting, Yoshi. That is interesting. I wonder if ding means you're on the right track and clonk means this, forget about it. Oh, of course there's a northeast now. Yes, of course there is. There would be. There would be, wouldn't there? Interested people like me are thinking perhaps I'm going to go there as well, without even looking. But also it doesn't want a straight line, so that isn't very... Oh, no, 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 no. Now it's north again. Oh. Nope, northwest. Oh, man. Maybe we're at the plonk. That's not good. So this is totally not cool. So it went northeast and then kind of went over some ways, and now we basically need to go back southwest. I think there's something to be done with the clonk. I wonder if clonk is our friend somewhere. Also, I'm thinking perhaps we should go north from there. That is southeast. That's another direction. Seriously, southeast we can go as well. Oh, and this is southwest. Oh, right. So southwest we don't go. So I wonder then if we go back this way. If then south. If we go southeast from here, we're actually going back to that. I think that is what it's saying here. Yes, that's the windy, windy bit, isn't it? So it goes and does a circle here. That is mean. Yes, that is terribly inconvenient. Let's see what happens when we go east from here, because there should be an exit east. So west, this is how we got to this location, and then east is just one we haven't checked. Last time, east was an option. Why is east not an option anymore? Am I the correct space here? That is bad. We can go south now. So we went wrong. There's something wrong here. This is not the same way. Yeah, clunk is never good. If we go to the next one and we experience a ding, then I think I know where we are. If not, then I don't. It's not quite ding, but it's like a kerflunk sound, so that's nice. This could be the beginning. It's hard to say. No, it's not. Oh man, what's the kerflunk sound mean? Who knows? But I'm lost. That is for sure. I'm totally lost. Interesting. Oh, you're not allowed coffee. Dang. Ah, Sage, that is cruel. Why would they not let you have coffee? That is really bad. Okay, so I'm officially lost completely and I have no idea which direction to go. Is that way out of here? Like a, like a fancy menu button to say bring me back to a save point or something like that? J, of course there isn't. Under settings, maybe? I suppose I could go load in my previous game. Start a new game. Follow the stream. Which stream? There's so many. I don't know which one. I could go southeast. I don't even remember how I got here. This is so bad. Usually when I'm really diligent with the map, I just make a drawing of everything and they don't screw with me, which of course I did in this case. It's actually easy to do, but hey, gosh. The stream, huh? So I'll go north. Wherever I was, I'm going north. Oh, can you? Oh, this doesn't just go back. This goes back like where you came from. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that gets you back where you came from. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Brian. I thought that just gets you back and forth rather than, back to... I'll just go backtrack. Thanks, that's good to know. Because there are too many mean bits here. I'll just go follow the ding. I'm a big fan of the ding. I think there's something about the ding. Yeah, there's a ding and the pfft and the clonk. What could be the meaning of those things? Is there a meaning? Like pfft, what does that mean? I think ding is the most memorable. I like the ding. Let's go with the ding. Like this one. This one. I think if this is correct, and we're now going west, I think we're at the beginning again. And then if we were to go up, does that get us up? No, it doesn't get us up. Dang, why not? Oh, because yes, we gotta go south, which we're going, and this can get us up. Ding. So ding is definitely correct. And then I could just go and just open the door here. Is that right? No, it isn't. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We probably didn't want to go back here anyway. How else would we go and... Oh, there we go. Let's just go back. Ha ha ha. So this is the beginning. What are the chances that my theory is correct, that the ding is actually of significance, and whenever we come to a ding, that is the correct next place to go? What do you think? Is there something in there? In that reasoning? Yes, we're back. I think there might be something in there. I'm gonna go with the dings. Oh, yep. Close the door. All aboard the USS Mysterium 2, I guess. So far we're going north followed by east. I think. Ding! Your brain does ding. I like it. Let's go with the ding. And I'm making a deliberate note of when it dings. And when it doesn't ding, we go back immediately and find the exit that dings. And if that doesn't work, well, that's, you know, that's too bad. So last time, like, this doesn't ding. That doesn't make sense because this is clearly the only and correct way out. So it's bad, isn't it? It's bad. So the only way I can make sense of it is by literally drawing which direction we go. So we started at the start, and then we go up north, and then I'll see where there is an exit, and then I'll make a note of where there is an exit. Like in this case, there was an exit to the north, and there was an exit to the east here. And then I'll pick one and I'll just go and see how far I can go and keep drawing that. And what really confused me is this thing where we left the northeast, and that wasn't a straight line. It was kind of a curved thing that went us into some other thing, and that totally got me confused. So this is super mean when they put that in. But what can you do? So now we just went from the start, we went north, and now I know that there's nothing anywhere other than south and west. And if we go west, then we end up with a ding. But I still don't know what that means. I think ding is good. And so then the next exit that kind of made sense was north from here. And there was also one to the east, and that got us to the confusing track. So I might go follow the north track. So we've got to always keep an eye on the compass. Gotcha. On the compass. So like now we're at a point where I don't know, I know there is an exit to the north. That much we know, but we don't know where else there are exits. It wouldn't have stopped me here had there not been other possible nodes. That's not an exit, that's nothing. And then this is a possible exit, so I'll make a dash here and say we could go east. Up or down, I think you can only go up or down at the very end, at the very beginning. So south, this is how we came in here. Yeah, thankfully we can't go up and down. I think at the start we can go down, and then we're in this grid, and then eventually at the end of this we're just being magically teleported up. And here we go back to north. So let me see north, see if that's where that gets us. I wish we were, Brian. Compass is staying straight, that's good. And plonk. Plonk is kind of a dead end, isn't it? I think maybe plonk is a dead end. Pfft might mean there's other ways. So that means I think I can probably mark it as that as well. South, this is how we came in here. And yeah, that is it, unless there's something to the northeast. No, there isn't. Perfect. So that's perfect. So this is a dead end. I shall mark it with a dash. Nobody goes further here. Well, you can't, Brian, you can't. I'll go back south to this thing, and then we'll explore east, maybe? See where that takes us. I have a feeling maybe pff means there are possible exits. Clonk means there are no exits. Ding means, I don't know, something else. Maybe more than one exit? 100 bottles of beer on the wall, hundreds of bottles of beer. Pff means there might be another exit, which is probably correct, namely further to the east. So I like it. East. Here we go. I mean, you know. Does pff maybe mean there's one exit? Could that be? That would be great, because that would save me having to look around. That's the exit we came, and then we have one more. That's probably what pff means. Ding might mean... Are there more, perhaps? Because the first ding we had made no sense otherwise. And then we okay, fine. So that might literally mean there's one exit, which in our case is east. Maybe. There are neither snacks, nor is there a bathroom. Plonk, that means it's a dead end, so I'm not even going to look around. I'm just going to go turn around, see if there's another path. There are oh man, no, that's not correct. This is a northeast thing again. That isn't good, because this is the curvy track here. I totally don't appreciate this, you know. It's confusing me greatly. And what are the chances we need to go into this crazy, creepy direction here? So let me see if I can, let's see if we can follow this. So we're going from the northeast, but eventually we're facing a different way, aren't we? So this is what makes this really, really bad. So we're facing northeast, then we're kind of turning, what are we doing? We're going north, we're facing north now. And then we're facing kind of, you know, further to northwest. And we're now facing northwest. And we're saying clonk. What does that mean? I don't understand that. Just get us through this, man. And we have to face southeast to get out of here. And there is no other way, is there? Because that would be good. Oh, there is north. Okay, great. Let's go north then. If only I could, Nate, that'd be good. Make up a new direction and go that way. Let's just try this. See where that gets us. Is this the one that gets us to dead end? Plonk. That's not good. Aloha, Mr. Nate. How's it going? Top of the evening to you, sir. Okay, so we could go south, even though I feel like this is where we've just, you know, come in here. What? No. That's totally not what I meant. The Dragonator is here. So this is a dead end. This is kind of refreshing, I suppose, because we don't have to worry about this weird direction here. I think, no, there is. So we can go south. Oh yeah, we can go south. South is the only way we can go. Let's do that. Let's go south. south, followed by rancid random direction, north, northeast, and a little bit of west, south in the mix. That's not it, this is where we just come from. So we go back. Oh really? Oh, that's exciting. So how do you type then, Nancy? Is it hey Siri? No, Siri. No, that's not what I meant. No, Siri, no, that's okay. Go back to sleep, Siri. I'm not sure I understand. Don't worry about it, it's good. Hey Siri, do you have the solution to Mist by Cyan? Siri is no longer talking to me. That's okay, I'm okay with that. So now we're back here. And did we not want to also try going east from here? Was that not the plan? I've done that already. It's no good. I've been at the start. The start just leads me other places. I just have to meticulously try every single branch there is. And then, you know, eventually, 6 or 8 hours later, we're at the destination. South maybe. Let's go south. This is where I wish developers would put something in there, like an option to solve the freaking puzzle for me. Like either give me like 3 clues incrementally, like look around, look harder, and do the right thing basically. And then if you still can't work it out, there should be a 4th option, just skip the puzzle or just solve the puzzle for me. That would be good. But you know, that would be also too easy. So because we don't do that, we don't want everyone to have fun. We only want to have a 0.01% marginal group of buyers to have actual fun with this game. Not everyone. That's very important. Yeah, then please translate the clues to me. What does pft, clunk and ding mean? What does that mean? I have no idea. I thought maybe it's the amount of exits there are. I thought then at first maybe ding means you're on the right track, but none of that appears to apply, so I don't know. Had I known, I would have saved the game here, but alas, I did not do that. We'll go east. See what happens east. I'm a big fan of east. Pfft, clunk and ding. Those are the noises it makes. Here, watch out, watch out. This is going... Oh, this is another noise it can make. So pfft, clunk, ding, and that's cool. And it means go west, get some candy, buy coffee, play a different game. What does it mean? I have no idea. Ding fries are done. That could be. That could be. Yeah, so that's a shame. At least we can go back to the beginning. Not a one-click solution either. It means you have to press the lever like 600 times. Watch the animation another 35 minutes. But it will work. Let's go do this. Let me time this. It's now 6:31. By the time we're back at the beginning, it'll be like, what, 6:45? I did that, and I totally made a funky little map of this, and the map then goes and changes, or reality changes, so it's like, you know, I'm doing that, and that is how I did actually solve the game last time I played this. Godforsaken, troublesome, terrible part of the game. It just takes many an hour, I say. Many an hour. Oh, you're painting a log cabin. That's exciting. Whoops. Ding. Many an hour it takes. And that's me wishing you could just go have one menu option, reset the godforsaken puzzle. Should we put that in? Nah, let's not. Let's not. Let's not. Ding! Alright, I love it. I think I know where we are then. I've only had one ding place, and I think that's this one. We're going west, that's correct. And if my map is at all correct, now we should go south to get to the start. Is that what we're doing? Facing north, going south. Yes! My map is correct! That is cool. It just doesn't get us anywhere. Awesome. Ding. Ding sounds good. Whatever it means. Ding's good. That sounded like the destination, but it's not the destination. Ding is just the fake destination. Dang. Oh, a picture of a log cabin, not just the log cabin. Oh, I thought you were painting the actual cabin from the inside. You might be inside it, and you're like, you know, rolling up and down. So ding is the right direction. This was my first thought, one man, and it was shattered to bits when I realized it didn't work that way. I think. Oh, it's the direction. And is it the direction where I'm supposed to go? I still don't really understand that. I still don't understand that. So like this says, what does that mean? Not go north, because you know we're not going north. There's nothing there. So it could be that this means go west, because this is where we need to go. Could be. So this ding, does that mean ding means please go north? Is that what it's saying? Because that would be actually a hint. Ding might mean north, then well, that might mean go west, possibly. North one stop, okay, I like it. It kind of makes sense. It also tallies up with my map. Which says pft. So pft, that's neither north nor west. And I guess it's also not south, so I suppose it means go east. Is that right? So pft means east, because I know that's the only exit we actually have here. Is that what it means? Why? But why does it mean 2 stops? Where do you get 2 stops from? That isn't explained. It only said pft once rather than twice, so that makes no sense. Right? Because it only said pft. It doesn't say pft pft. Or ding ding. Ding ding, I would imagine, yeah, that's 2 stops to the north, but pft. What does that mean? One stop to the east? Is that what it means? I mean, I'll go there, because this is what my map says as well. This would mean another stop east, right? Is that right? Gouache. Ah. Plonk. So plonk, that means south then, doesn't it? That's the only one we haven't had. So plonk means south. So far we have ding and clonk. That is cool. Maybe I'll call it clonk, so I can just mark it as a K on my map. I like it. I like it. That means south, right? I love it, man. I love it. This is good. This says clonk, and I bet. I mean, I look at all the exits here. So if your theory is correct, one man, that means we do have an exit to the south. All right. This is nice. We may have other exits though, but we're not supposed to go there. Like west, we've just come from there, so that's not where we're going. Oh man, there is method to the madness. What is it with sign and associating sounds with crap? That's just crazy. There's also northeast. I wonder what that would sound like. Or what do you think they're gonna go for that? Maybe nothing. I'm gonna go south for sure. Just for the sound effects. I might release them all as a product on my Ko-fi store. Hey, this is exciting. I can't wait where this is going. We have the solution now. And plonk, that is cool. Plonk means we need to go south. I'm not even going to look at other exits. We're just going south. Woohoo! Oh, sweet, one man. Thank you so much for this trick. And that means go west. We can do that. We can go west. We can go west no matter what exits we have. Oh, this is a funny one. I love that one. Watch the compass rose spin. 5 or 6 CDs, yes, of course. Yes, I remember that was tricky. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, this is interesting. So now we have 2 sound effects. We have clonk and pft. Clonk and pft together means southeast. Goodness gracious, Vishnu. South, that's southwest, isn't it? South, yeah, southwest. South is, this is what that means, isn't it? Do you want to go back one stop? We can do that. Because of that compass rose shenanigans thing. Do you think that has something to do with the sound effects now changing by 45 degrees? That'd be good, wouldn't it? So, oh, that's interesting. Why would it do that? Oh, that's correct, because that means east. Does that not mean east? We've got ding, pft, and clonk. And pft. That means east, doesn't it? I think. Because it made 2 sound effects. So if you notice this one here, that just makes 1. And actually we can't go east. Oh dear, that's bad, isn't it? What a shame. Theory doesn't work out. And the one that we've just arrived at, that made 2 sound effects at the same time. Oh good, so that code doesn't work anymore. Goody. Should we just play Fortnite, because that's just I know what to do there. Shoot people and get killed. That's yes, it makes 1 here, but where I just was before, one man said please go back a step. Now that everything is completely screwed, thank you one man, they made 2 at the same time. Oh, you solved it using the right hand rule. What is that? You want to go southeast? Yeah, it's the only exit we have, so sure. You tell me where to go. You're the driver. You're the driver. So see, this is now 2 sound effects. So we have ding and pft at the same time. So if I was deciphering this, then we'd now go northeast. But I have a feeling there's probably no exit there. So I'll let one man tell me where to go next, just to see if we could actually go northeast, if that was even possible. You know, so my theory is total trash, so don't listen to me. Plonk it in reverse. This requires multiple brains. I'm more than happy for one man to tell me where to go next. So I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm gonna just press the button in the right direction when I'm told. Southwest. Sure thing. Coming right up. Southwest. Why would that be? Because south, according to my calculations, is plonk, and west is so plonk, and that's not the sound effects it makes. So my theory is incorrect. Let's go southwest. Life is peaceful there. All right. You gave up on the sounds. And it's okay, perfect. So let's hope that is still valid, because I've used the randomized version. I'm not entirely sure if this is randomized. Hopefully not. Oh, cool. If you have a map, then let's go. Let's see where we can go here. What's the noise? Oh, two of them again. There's gonna be a... So that's pft and ding. So that would be northeast by my calculations. See, you say it's west. That makes no sense at all. How exciting. How exciting. Let's go west. Go. No! Damn it! West is at the block. No. Unless we just go up here. Nah. Dang! Excellent, me too. It was this going back one step. That was what killed it. Just follow the sounds. But so ding and pft, that'd be northeast. Is there a northeast? Pretty sure my sound deciphering skills are on the fritz. There is! Pff and ding! It could be the randomized puzzle, one man. It could be that you're not lost. It could be that this puzzle is actually different. I was on the right track? Oh my, really? I figured something out? No, well, one man figured it out. To be honest. Really? So there's ding and that would be northwest. North. And oh my god, there is an exit that's northwest. Oh my god! I'm flabbergasted because I'm off map now. I have no idea. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is exciting. That's west. Let's go. This is difficult to write down. But west, oh my god, it exists! This is great! Let's go. Oh my god! Are you following this on a map, Brian? Because my map's kind of ended. This is super mean. I don't like this at all. The moment it makes three noises together, we're gonna have a problem. So this is plonk, so it's definitely south. Plonk and pft, so probably southeast. No. Southwest then, maybe? South north? Oh, you reckon north? Okay. What's the noise it makes? So it's a plonk, so that means south. Could be southwest. That's south. South north. Let's try that. Let's try south north. Dang, I think something isn't right. So we're pft. That's east, and plonk is south, but southeast doesn't exist. So, one man reckons north. If we do have a north exit, we'll go with that. It's southwest, is it? Nate reckons it's southwest. Let's put southwest to the side, just see if we do have a north exit. Because I'm a big fan, I'm a big believer in the one man actually. He knows things. There's also a north. Plonk is south. Plonk is south, yeah, that's right. Plonk is south, that's what I thought. And then pft is east, so I thought it's that. And is west. North is actually ding, but you know. One man is following a map that isn't relevant to the game. This is. Oh, is it? Is it? I thought it's. Pff. Is it more like? Do we have? We have southwest. I'm so torn. Two sounds, right? Yeah, two sounds. It's plonk, which is south, and I thought is west and pft is east. That sounds more like pfft to me. Tell you what, let's go southwest then. We'll go with Nate's suggestion. Nothing can go wrong. I mean, there is a southwest. There isn't a southeast, which is why I'm so confused by this. Let's go southwest. Let's see what happens. What can possibly go wrong? This is like always follow Nate. 1500%. 1500%. So this is just one, which means... So this is pfft, isn't it? I'm thinking that should be east now. Let's see if we can, if there is any. Well, that's west. So maybe my notation was wrong. Maybe I just mixed up west and east. East and west. It's west, is it? Okay, that would line up with let's follow Nate. Nate's got it all under control here. This is 1500%. Follow the Dragonade. So this, do you reckon this is what I made a note of as that's now pfft. So is that east then? I know, it's because it's difficult to put them down phonetically. Ding and plonk are the safest ones. I know where those go. That was pfft, wasn't it? So ding, we're definitely going north. We're thinking northwest, is that correct? The chirping was west, the pfft was east. So is this, what do we got here? This is ding chirp. Chirp is a much better way to describe it. So do you reckon this was a chirp? Northwest. Let me make a new note on this here. I gotta say that this here is very undecipherable even for me. So maybe I need a new list of stuff. So let's go and say a century later the path was realized. So we're all agreeing that ding, that is north, right? Then we have what did you say? We have chirp. And chirp is in fact west. Chirp, I like that. Chirp is west. So then we had pfft, right? Pfft is east then. Is that right? I'm gonna write pfft. 3 F's. Pfft is that's east. And then we have plonk. And that's south. Awesome. Okay, ding, pfft, chirp, and plonk. And I love that we can just press this button and go, that's ding and chirp. So northwest. Is that right? And that's southwest. That's probably more incorrect. Thank you for helping me through this. I really appreciate that. Northwest, and there is an exit. That is just so cool. Oh, super nice. We just play this for hours now. This is great. How many stops do you think they put in there? 4,000? So gotta make the players get a lot of good gaming stuff out of this. Remember that in the point and click version, these things would all have been pre-rendered. So very cool that. I'm sure we are. I'm sure we are. So let's see if we can decipher this. This is. This is definitely pfft and ding. Northeast, maybe? Do you think? Ding pfft. Yes, ding pfft. Northeast. Perfect. Oh my, we're in agreement. Let's go west instead. It's much cooler. See what it tells us there. Northwest, and there is actually an exit. I'm just so impressed. This is so cool. I would have never made a note of the sounds. Like literally last time I played this, I mapped out all exits. Ding! Oh my, this is easy. This is easy. Sage, put this in your next game. A puzzle like that, where people have to go do this 5,000 times. But then also to zoosh it up a little bit, the sounds, randomize them on every node that the train stops. Be great! Make it dependent on which way you're facing, that it sounds a different way. Haha. Sure they've thought of that. Oh my! Plonk south, and is this a chirp or a pft? I can't tell. This is a pft, isn't it? Southeast, you think? Oh, Nate, you're really good at this. This is great. And there is an exit. Ooh, this looks interesting. I think we're heading into I think we're heading into a really funky thing now. I think this might be the end of it. This looks a little different than the previous things. Could also just be wishful thinking. I don't want this to end, man. I wanna go to see secret tunnels and stuff. It's getting lighter. It's getting lighter. What's happening? Oh, we're at the end. I think I forgot something at the other end. Let's go back. I want it to go on. I don't want it to be over. Wouldn't that be cool? No, what you have to do, Sage, is this is how I would do it as a developer. I put really mean puzzles in like this, and then I'd say, yeah, you can work this out yourself. If this is challenging for you, this is awesome. Or you can buy a DLC for $10, and then I'll put the solve this puzzle for me option in there. Capitalize on it. I think that's the future. Thank you so much for helping me through this, guys. I really appreciate that. I would have never fixed this by myself. Never. I would have been one man, and I would have been here looking at an old map thinking, hey, why doesn't this work? This is a total scam. And of course they would have randomized this puzzle as well. Of course they would have. Of course they would have. I really appreciate it. This is how playing these games is a lot of fun. I think doing it as a group. This is really cool. And now, of course, we're not just at the end. We're in Crystal Cove here now. This is probably going to be difficult. Oh my, this is lava and stuff. Did we want to be here in the first place? What, we're just traveling back to Mist Island? Seriously? That's it, is it? Can't be that easy. That is so mean, Brian. I've left the door open. Did we pick up both pages? We did, didn't we? Did we? They're being sucked out of our non-existing inventory the moment we approach it. This is awesome. Nice. Oh my, we fixed it. This is just so cool. So just one more age left then, isn't it? I thought there would have been another age after this, but I guess I was mistaken. We didn't, so to be brutally honest then, right? And thank you, I appreciate it. Just to be, I mean, just, was it even necessary to go through that age? Because we picked up the pages in the, I feel like we're missing something. We picked up the pages in the, you know, in the foggy, misty age. Then we went through this whole palaver, and now we're back in the library. What was the point of that? Because I could have just traveled back in the rocket ship, couldn't I? Observe, please. I'm just thinking, have we maybe forgotten to pick up a couple of pages there? Were there supposed to be pages in the subway age? I'm just concerned, you know. This is a nice animation here, by the way. This is pretty cool. Let's go straight back now that we know how it works. It's just super easy to just do the whole thing again. So, like, if we rocket ship, like this is this. We picked up the 2 pages in this age. Then we went. Then we could have literally gone back on the rocket ship and gone back home, but instead we had to go through this. So that makes me wonder, were there pages in subway age that we didn't find? Do you see what I mean? What happens if we do subway H again? That would be insane, right? We shouldn't do that. Nobody should endure this twice. Can we go back on the ship? That's a good question. I'm assuming I can. But you know, no, of course we can't, Brian. Good point. A, the board me button is somehow broken off. It's no longer here, bizarrely. So that is a good point. And B, the book in the rocket ship only travels one way. It's not a bi-directional travel. So you're absolutely right. We damn automatic doors. We can't even open this anymore. I had just assumed I could do that, and this is why we needed to go the subway route. Hey, this is great. With our new code, this is going to be really easy to just traverse this thing again. Without that code, that would have been pretty terrible, huh? Hey, this is great. I didn't want this to end. I want for this to, you know, to keep going. We can do this again. What are the chances that the thing is no longer here because it's now back at the other place, isn't it? So technically it shouldn't be here. But it's back! How is that possible? Did it travel back? Did it just rematerialize? Are there now two ships? We need answers! Also, can I just go drive it? I bet I can't, because I probably need to go and close it. Nope. Automatic door just closes automatically. That's very good. That's awesome. Let's do this. Come on. But now that we have the code, I wonder, would it randomize it again, or would it be the same that it has randomized? It's going to be the same per game. So it randomizes at the beginning when you start it, but it doesn't randomize it every time you go here, right? I'm thinking. We start with going north. Let's go do this, Nate. Come on, we can do this. You can teach me the meaning of ding and pft and clunk and chirp. Come on. That was a chirp, right? Was that the chirp? In which case, let's go west, right? It's too late to vote, yes. Just to let you know, west! Alright! 1500% throttle. Let's count though how many stops there were. This is the first one. Let's keep counting. This is the second one. Ding! Let's go north. I love it. You vote with Julia. North! It's easy, man. It's easy. We just go through this. It's good. You no longer like 1500%. 2500%. This is the third stop. Are you counting, guys? This is the third stop, and we've heard pfft, so east it is. Just curious how many stops there are. You demand more. Price has just increased to 2500%. I think that's a good currency, actually. Percent, you know? That'll be 6%. Percent of what? Hey, that's good. East again. Let's go do this. I've given up on the map. I'm just going by sounds. And if I lost it, I'll just ask Nate. For 2500%. Plonk is south. It's a breeze breezing through this thing. What happens if it makes 3 sounds? South again. I like it. That is quite a programmatic feast, by the way. Randomizing this, I'm thinking. I mean, I suppose it's tiles that get, you know, laid out and all that. This is a chirp, wasn't it? It's got to be chirp west. Perfect. Thanks, Nate. Just checking. The sounds! Man, had we known! Who doesn't want to be a train driver? Everyone wants to be a train driver. Of course I put that in the game. That is just awesome. What is this, 7 now? Note 7? Uh-oh, so that's Plonk and Chirp, southwest perhaps? What do you think? Was that southwest? I think southwest, yes. Nate, you and I, train driver simulator. Who needs a separate game for that? Right, exactly. Just the Chirp, just a bit of west then. I like it. Wasn't there just a free game that you can pick up on Steam, like Train Driver Simulator, and you drive the TGV or something? It's got overwhelmingly negative reviews because the base game is free and then you have to pay $9 million a minute to play it, and then it's not actually fun or something. It is, isn't it? Ding and... was that... what's that, do you think? It's northeast, you think? North and west. See, I'm so glad I've got you on board the TGV here. That's southwest, isn't it? That's uncool. It's space rocket science. That's what it is. Northwest, right? Yes. Life is peaceful there. Plunk. Yes, Plunk is south. Plunk, Chirp, pft, and Ding. Those are the noises. Oh dear. That's Ding and pft, isn't it? So northeast, perhaps? Is that it? Let's see. Northeast, that sounds like the way to go. Northeast, yes. Sadly, I went the wrong way. But yeah, these are the noises. This is it. This is the compass we're going by. It's northeast. Yeah, northeast. There we go. This is very difficult. Requires a lot of concentration here. Do you think you get an achievement if you get this right without going wrong? Should be an achievement there somewhere. Wait for it. Ding! Oh yeah, we like ding. Ding once. One single sound I can understand. That's good. You don't think they do? Maybe they don't. First you're on board a ship, then you're on board a rocket, now you're on board a little subway thing. That is cool. You what? Plonk and... that's southeast, isn't it? Is it? Southeast. Oh, I'm getting good at this. And this is it. This is the end. Again, never lost. Make it through the maze in Slunstic, whatever. So we do get an achievement. How exciting! The train game. I'll have a look in the library. I think I picked it up, or didn't I pick it up? Oh my! Oh my! Achievement! Never get lost. That is very cool, isn't it? Woo, woo. I'm so glad we did this again. Shall we do it again? No. Third time is unlucky in this case, right? Let's not do that. That'd be terrible. Never get lost. So also then the question, the reason why we actually went back is, are there more pages hidden here? The answer is no, right? Because we couldn't travel back on the rocket ship. So that's us going out. This is a little bit like the Vision of Hell, isn't it? To be honest. Achievement! Actually, our Discord will know. One man. I will tell you immediately. It was called TGV Voyages Train Simulator by Dovetail Games. Yes, that was TGV Voyages by Dovetail Games Train Simulator. And I don't know if the votes were overwhelmingly negative. I think they might not have been. Let me just grab a link here so I can do that. A copy. and a paste. Paste link in. Me say paste? No. It no paste. Paste like no. Safari pasted from Safari, but clearly Safari hasn't done that. Safari didn't paste anything. Safari is very disappointing. Okay, let's do this. I've got other tricks up my sleeve here. As if iPads will ever replace proper laptops. Not in a million years. There we go. I think is it still free? It's got mixed reviews. Oh, and it says it's no longer available on the Steam store. Oh dear. So it looks like they've pulled it because it was too bad or something. I don't know. Dang. But that's the link one, Matt, just in case you wanted to check it out. You're more than welcome to have my copy. As if. So I think that is all I have for today. Then the next week, I suppose, we're going to go and explore what happens in Tech Age, because I'm sure that's going to take us at least an hour to get there. And then we could carry on with playing a little bit of Firmament and start that from the very beginning. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. This is how I really like playing these types of games with a group of people and making lighthearted fun of it, and putting several brains together and trying to work this out. We've traversed this twice. This is just so cool. Guys, have a wonderful week, whatever you do. Julia and I were going to be at the dentist. Sage, did you say you were at the dentist? You did something crazy. You did doctor things, I think dentisty things. So we're going to be thinking of you. Everyone else, have a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.